when you look at, I guess just starting off with yourself, these last couple of weeks of the offensive line and the run game kind of really gelled together. As far as your play, though, I mean, when last game may have been one of your better ones of the season, how did you feel about it? What kind of stood out to you, and why do you think things are coming together?
Yeah, so last game was fun. We didn't really, as an offensive line, we didn't play as good as we wanted to up front. And looking back at the game and knowing that we still won by a good margin, just that room for improvement puts so much confidence in all of our heads. Just so that we can keep getting better each and every week, just keep dominating people. And we're not even to our best football yet. And our season, we take a 1 week season at a time. So just improving every week, and it gives us so much confidence up front.
I know the level of competition hasn't been the same the last few weeks as it was 2 weeks before that. But why do you think y'all have been as dominant as you have up front these last 3 games, other than maybe that?
Yeah, we go out to work every day. Monday through Friday, we go out, put our heads down, go to work, get better every day, and it's really showing up on Saturdays for us. We have a great group of guys, we have a great coach, or coaches, and it's just on to the next every week. So no matter what happens on Saturday, we just always go back, get to work, and I think that's why our play has been so much better, just because we're just constantly working each and every day.
With this being a nationally televised game, and Penn State ranked third in the nation, it's a chance for you guys to kind of shock the world a little bit. I know you believe in yourselves, but I mean, everybody else outside of Madison and Wisconsin may not know exactly who you guys are. Is this a chance to shock the world?
Absolutely. I mean, as I said earlier, we take each and every game just game by game. So yes, it's a big game, but we like to think that with all the work we put in, we made this game a big game. It's not just because Penn State's rolling into town. We put in the work, we made this game a big game, and we get to play in front of our fans and our family and friends. So we're excited for this week. And yes, it's a big game, and Penn State's one heck of a football team, and they have great tradition, but they got to come here and play us as well.
How different is this team compared to when Alabama came to?
I think they're very similar.
I'm sorry. How different are you guys than
okay.
now compared to when you played Alabama?
We're a lot more mature. We have a lot more hours of practice underneath our belt. We've game planned so much. We know what to do. We know what to expect. We know what they're going to do. All this stuff. I feel like this is a definitely grown unit, not just offensive line wise, but offensive wise. So we're really fired up for this Saturday because we feel like we've excelled the past few weeks. Saturday at 6:30, we'll get to put on a show.
Jake, what do you think maybe the biggest impact Coach Blazek has kind of had on you guys throughout the season for such improved offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, he's the man. I think I've said this, I don't know how many times, but he's the best offensive line coach I've had. Just technique-wise, man-wise, and just everything about him. He pushes us each and every day to get better. And there's no days off with Coach Blas. There's no rest days. There's no this. We're pushing to get better each and every day with whether it's hand placement, technique, foot placement, running through people and not just running around people. So having him around, I mean, it's definitely shown on Saturdays how much of an improved unit we are.
Jake, I know it's kind of hard for you to compare last year just doing order play, but do you feel like you guys as an offensive line have more belief in what you guys are doing and what's being asked of you versus maybe last year where so much was new?
Absolutely. I mean, now this is a more veteran group. Play a lot of football. We know the game plan going each and every week. We trust the game plan. That's the biggest, I think, difference from last year. We never really, I wouldn't say we didn't trust the game plan, but we're fully bought in this year. We know what we want to do. We know what we're good at. We know what we're not great at. We got to work on. So each and every week we show up on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and just trust the game plan, trust our technique, trust the rules, and it's been showing up on Saturdays.
The way these last few games have gone, I mean, outstanding defensive performances, dominant offensive line, running the ball the way you have. Do you feel y'all have kind of recaptured the Wisconsin identity, or was that something y'all were talking about before heading into these 3 games? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Wisconsin's always had a great tradition of defense, offensive line play, and just everything. And I feel like we're definitely bringing that back to life now. It's been it was definitely a little rough ride last year. Didn't go the way we wanted it to, but I think we're showing the world that we're back. We're improved, and we're not even to our ceiling yet. There's still so much room for improvement. Our defense has been playing lights out. I mean, no touchdowns in 3 games, and that's unheard of. So, and we feed off that energy as well, especially as an offensive line. Like, we get the ball on the 50-yard line, it's half the field we got to play with. That's, the greatest feeling ever. You don't have to run very far. So no, we're fired up where we're at, and there's still so much room for improvement for us. So that's why we're all juiced up, excited.
What's
Jake,
the emergence of Tyree just kind of meant to this offense, even if it's just maybe just taking pressure off the passing game and something that's about?
Yeah, Tyrie's the man. I mean, he loves picking up blitzers in the pass game. And obviously you've seen he brings that physical nature to the pass game as well for us. Not even just in the run game, but I mean, we love the way he runs. We love blocking for him. He always makes us right. So blocking for a guy like that just makes my life easier and all the five.
You say he makes the offensive line right. Explain that a little more in terms of how it sounds like he kind of picks you guys up at times too.
Yeah, absolutely. So say we don't have the greatest block in the world, we kind of give Tawi a two-way go. We don't really define a hole for him. I mean, he's a little pit bull in there. That's what I like to call him. He can go inside, outside, just make us right depending on how we blocked it, even if our block isn't great. So that's why we love blocking for him.
Coach Bostic has said that you guys in the offensive line kind of do the job of holding the standard, especially with each other. So he just gets to coach. He doesn't have to coach you guys up in that way. What's that look like maybe at practice or in the meeting?
Yeah. So definitely that was instilled in us in spring ball. He was pushing it for us, and we definitely developed that standard in spring ball. So going forward, I mean, it's finishing to the running back, always picking up the running back, no matter where he is on the field, getting to the ball, because who knows if that ball pops out, we can jump on it. And that's a huge turnover if we don't. So that's definitely our biggest thing. We have a pre-snap process, got to know what we're doing, where we're going, all the ID points, all that. Maniacal strain, finish engage. So that's our standard, and that's what we live by, and we're really good at holding each other accountable for that. And obviously we just got to keep elevating that each and every week.
What's it been like for you this? What's it been like for you this? Obviously, the last couple of years you weren't able to play. What's it been like to be able to get out there and snap after snap, help the team on the field?
It's great. I got to play early in my career, which was a blessing, and then I missed a few years because of injuries, and that took a lot out of me mentally, physically, and all that. So being able to be back here on the field with my brothers, getting to compete every Saturday with each other, it's a blessing. I mean, this is what I love to do. This is my livelihood, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
You talked about kind of reclaiming Wisconsin's identity. Was there anything that anybody said? Was there a meeting? Anything that happened after that USC game that kind of sparked this? Or
I wouldn't even say there was a meeting. It was just like a internal something that clicked within us that, hey, we're not playing what we need to do, and we took it personally as an offensive line. We blame that game on us. So ever since then, we've been just trying to get better each and every day and get back to the Wisconsin football way. Obviously we're still throwing the ball. It's not like we're run only, but we took it upon ourselves to do that and kind of bring the team with us. And we have a heck of a crew around us, and everyone's really bought in, and that's why we're so excited just for this year. And it's been showing, and we just got to keep getting better.
Let's excuse Jake now. Appreciate it, man. Tell you come in.